Do you want to know what I really never ever quite understood? Grinding. And specifically grinding at parties. I never understood how people could just make it look so effortless, and like how people could make it look so sexy. Like I would stand off on the sidelines and I'd be like, whoa, wow, that's so cool. Golly gee, I want to do that. I was that kid. I'm 24, y'all, and I still look at it and I'm still like in awe of how sexy they do it. Like what is the secret? It's called rhythm. The secret is rhythm. Rhythm. Yeah, I know. Thanks, Einstein. I know that the secret is rhythm, but still, even with rhythm, which a brother has, I've got rhythm, okay? It's just like, look at it from my point of view, okay? Let me take this down and get serious. If you've gone many years of going to parties and always, well, dancing by yourself, it's kind of a huge step to go from minor league to major league in dancing now with another person, another body. And they're on top of you, no less. Oh, rhythm don't got nothing to do with it, okay? That's just different, all right? That's a different league. So being in that situation, being the type of person that I am, I did what any other person would do whenever they have a question and they want to know an answer and they're trying to get that secret to whatever they want the secret to. They go to Google, and more specifically, they go onto YouTube. Yes, I literally went to YouTube and I typed in how to grind at a party. Here, let's scroll. Okay, Howcast. Okay, Howcast has one. Let me check that out. I clicked on a Howcast video on how to grind or how to dance with someone, or a slow grind or slow dance, if you will. There are a lot of, you can search up anything on Google or YouTube. There are a lot of videos for just about any and everything. It's, technology, the world we live in. Brave new world, y'all. Brave new world. But yes, I typed it up. I started watching and I wasn't taking notes per se. I was taking mental notes. Duh. And so as I was watching and taking my little mental notes, I was just still in awe. Like, even though they were breaking it down, it was slow and I could really get to see what to do as the guy, what the man should do in the situation when you see a beautiful female with consent. That was key. I'm glad that in the videos that I watched, they stressed consent. And if you get nothing out of this video, please hear me when I say this. Consent is very, very important. Someone else's body does not belong to you. I'm about sick and tired of when I was in college and my female friends would come up to me and they would tell me stories of random dudes going up to them and just grabbing them and pulling them up. No, that's toxic, all right? That is very toxic. It is infuriating, and a lot of people don't like that. It's not okay, so get consent. Please talk. And if you're in a loud environment, do your best, do something, but don't just go up and assume that they would. No, stop that. So yes, after they expressed consent with their partner, they were able to start real slow, get into it. The 1-2 step. Oh, here was the tip. Here was one thing that I should mention. They in regards to consent and really with the 1-2 step, slow and steady with it, eye contact was key, especially in a loud environment. They said, okay, what you want to do is you want to lock eyes with your POI, your person of interest, and maybe do a little nod, smile a little bit, let them see the pearly whites, and let them know what's up. Walk over, eye contact, smile, and start off in front or to the side, and then if they are with it, they'll do 1-2 step with you. Do the 1-2 step, and then eventually, they might turn around, and then proceed to do the boogie oogie, make it smooth, make it whatever. Or they'll do the 2-step, and then if they're through with you, then they'll go. And if they're just not interested in you, then I don't know what to tell you. They're just gonna walk away, which happened to me a couple of times. It's okay if you do get rejected. Just keep on trying, but don't be the creep at the party that goes from person to person, because I saw a few amount of those in college and post undergrad life. As an outsider looking into this whole hookup culture and also just grinding culture, it's, yo, fellas, come on now. Y'all looking thirsty. Get a cup of something and drink it. Don't go to the ladies trying to get them and just make them do whatever you want to fulfill your thirstiness, because you looking sad, brother. Listen, do better. But back to the story. So, as they were explaining that eye contact, if they're down, then you do the two-step, and start to grind. And I was like, okay, got it. Mental note achieved. All right, I'm good. I felt as though I finally, after years of just being in awe of seeing other people grind and dance up close and personal with ease, I was like, all right, well, now that I have been equipped with the knowledge, I want to try it out. So, not too long after watching that YouTube video, your boy had the opportunity. So one night, right, I was at a party. I've been drinking a little bit, had a couple of shots of coconut rum and iced tea. Beautiful mix. So I was a little loose. I was feeling good, if you will. Still cognizant of what was going on, see what was going on, but I was like, that little wall that tells you not to do stuff when your initial reaction is, oh, I want to do it. Yeah, that wall wasn't there, so I was kind of like, oh, I want to dance. I'm gonna go and dance. Oh, I want to go and talk to this person, or I want to go and talk to this friend, or hang out with this friend. Yeah, I just pretty much went for it, but still, I had enough control to do consent, which is very important, fellas. If you're gonna get turned, you better not lose yourself completely to where you just start belittling and doing whatever you want with a person of interest. Because again, consent is important. Their body is theirs, it is not yours. So I was with my boys, we were, talking, dancing a little bit, but then at one particular point, we all just went to this section of the dance floor and we saw a section of girls, right? And we just kind of stood there, we did our own thing, and like they stood there and did their own thing, but I just happened to lock eyes with one woman in particularly. And it was kind of just like, you could feel the sparks immediately. I looked at her and I was like, what's up? That was my mental. I was feeling myself. I was feeling good. I was like, okay, boy, you better get it. And the young lady, she looked at me and she was like,
okay, chocolate. I do like me some good old milk chocolate. I heard it's good for you.
Well, dark chocolate is the more healthier option as opposed to milk chocolate, but you get it. Chocolate is good. We love chocolate. I love chocolate. Do you? What? So, yes, after we made eye contact and we were feeling each other with our eyes, I decided to get closer, and she started to get closer. And before I knew it, like, I just started the two-step, and she started two-step, and she immediately, like, turned around. And we started doing the do. We started We started dry humping, grinding, if you will, and it was smooth. Like, I could feel it. Like, it just felt natural, it felt easy. And I could remember in my head, I was looking out at myself while during this moment. And I was like, ooh, we're doing it. We're really, really doing it. Oh, yeah. I was hyped. In my mind, I was hyped, okay? So we were dancing for a little bit, and then, like, I remembered something flashed in my mind, those mental notes that I took. Another thing that I noted during one of those YouTube Howcast videos was, make your partner feel comfortable, make them really open up and not feel threatened by you. Because, again, if y'all don't know each other and y'all are just dancing, their body, your body, it's personal, that makes sense. Try and, make the environment and the situation of dancing comfortable. So I was like, all right, well, I'll make it more comfortable. I'ma talk to them. I'ma smile, I'ma laugh, I'ma present myself in a non-threatening way. So I did that. I wound up talking in her ear, and I was also smiling. I made sure I did like this thing where, like, so this is her, this is me. I made sure to, like, turn my head to the side so that when she turned her head to the side, she could see me in the pearly white. She remember to smile. You gotta smile, y'all, when you're doing the dance, when you're doing the 1-2 ground step. You gotta smile. So I did. She saw it, and it was really cool. It was magical, really. I was like, I cannot believe that this is really happening. Like, I'm really doing the do. And so this is what it got, a little spicy, a little bit of a little sprinkle of PG-13 and up. So anyone who is not comfortable with that, please pause the video. I'm gonna give you time to pause and, go and watch another one of my YouTube videos if you like. Also, while I'm here, if you haven't subscribed already, please do subscribe. Make sure you like the video and share it too if you can. And also, yeah, comment if you like. If you have been in a similar situation, I will be looking at all comments and I will be responding. So yes, thank you, love you. Back to the story. So, what wound up happening while I was, again, turning towards her so that she could see me and my pearly whites, and I could see her and see how much she's getting into it and enjoying it, she whispers something to me. She whispers, and I could be incorrect, but I believe she whispered,
"Are you not excited?"
In my mind, I was like, I'm sorry, what did you just say? Did she just? Yes, y'all. I think, now again, I had a little bit of dwanks in me, but I was still conscious enough to remember the videos, remember the steps, and I was still conscious enough to, well, be in that moment and conscious enough to remember this story. So I believe she asked me why I'm not excited, referring to my, little guy downstairs. And I didn't answer her, but in my mind, I was like, no, why would I be? Listen, I'm just trying this out. I received information. Now I want to try out the information in person, and this is a great time to learn. But also, I'm just here to dance. When I go out to dance, y'all, again, take it from my perspective. After years of going out to parties, you learn to just love to go for you and to dance. So dancing with someone else is just a bonus. So no, I didn't really look at it as a sexual thing or anything. I was not turned on. It was just me having fun. I was having fun and sharing that fun with another person in a very intimate and close way, but that didn't translate to sex for me. And so shortly after she asked that, this is when the temperature kind of cranked up, and then it did kind of become a bit more sexual, I guess, because PDA got involved. So she asked me that, and shortly after that, like, I pulled away. I was like, what? In my mind, I was thinking that, but I didn't say it like I said, but I was like, huh? Okay, whatever. And I kept on dancing, and I went back to her, and I was about to say something to her, and I don't know what I was gonna say, but she then, as I'm here, she completely turns her head up towards me, and we start kissing. She and I start making out right there on the dance floor. I turn her around and just, yep. And my friends, they're there. I could see them as we were doing the, yeah, yo. I was watching my friends out the corner of my eye every now and again while during the makeout session. I was just like, what are those fools doing? I hope they're not recording this. I pray to God that they're not recording this. And thankfully they weren't. But they were over there in the corner just like, yeah, they were laughing at me. And I, in the moment of all of this happening, while noticing them and seeing how they were reacting, and experiencing the kiss, I was also starting to look out now the other eye and see her friends who are standing there also kind of like,
Get it, girl.
But yes, that was her friends. They were on the side. I guess they were somewhat supportive. Some of them were looking like,
oh my gosh, look at them. Oh my gosh, they need a room.
and that friend was right, the person who was looking shocked and such, because that was the fourth thing going on in my mind. While I was doing the do with her, I was like, I feel really weird. We're in the middle of a dance floor and there are people all around, and this is just disturbing. I can't really get into this. I don't like doing my business in public. That's what rooms are for. So we continued to make out all the while, me looking at friends, her friends, being aware of what was going on and how others might be perceiving us, and also just being in that moment with her. First of all, it was fun. It was nice. She was a good kisser, and yeah, it lasted for however long it lasted. And shortly after the kiss was over, we looked at each other in the face and did one of these, and she stumbled away and continued with her night. But yeah, she and I shared that moment. It was awkward, it was kind of cool, it was funny in the moment and looking back at it, and it was kind of hot. And also the how cast worked, like how to grind with someone. Like, I was able to do it. That was cool, and I will always remember that because that was the last time I was able to do that. So yeah, thank you all for watching, and please do remember to like, comment, and subscribe if you're new, and please share this video with a friend or two. That would greatly help me out, okay? All right, thanks so much for watching. Peace! I'll catch y'all in the next one.